baseball companies and vendors there, but it's American Baseball Coaches Association. But every year it's they have a convention, and it's in different places. This last year, I think we're in Indianapolis, and I go to that every year.
Yeah, it's very cold there.
It was yeah, we didn't have to go outside, luckily, but you're there for 2 or 3 days, and it's mostly college guys. There's a lot of high school coaches that go to, but you'll get pro presenters, and you'll get college presenters, and you'll get high school guys talking, and just sitting there being engulfed in baseball and talking to guys about baseball for 3 days, can really kind of open your mind up, and the timing of it, it's always the first week in January. So it's kind of right before we get started. And, when you come out of there, you try or at least I try and, take 2 or 3 things that I would like to incorporate into what we do, and build off of that. But, always for me, I've gone every year now since 2005.
Well, that's phenomenal.
Our softball coach, he's actually an associate principal now at College Station, but Chris Southard was our softball coach at Wakeland, and his father-in-law, Jim Lawler, used to be the pitching coach at Texas A&M. And Coach Lawler told us to come on and go to the ABCA with him and meet him up there, and it was in Nashville back in 2005. And so we flew up and we met him there, and I think I slept on the floor of his room for 3 days, and Coach Lawler he'd been coaching for a long time at that point, and knew tons of guys. And so just being able to hang around Coach Lawler for 3 days and get to talk to him and get to talk to the people that he knew, really kind of opened me up to what I could learn with the game and what I could improve on. And, I think that had a profound impact on me. So I've gone to the ABCA every year since, and it's one thing that I try and do to better myself and just keep improving. And that's what I stress to our kids. Just keep improving. Doesn't matter where you're at. If you're a senior and it's May now, we're the second week in May. You got the second round of the playoffs coming up. Keep getting better. You don't know how much longer you're going to play. We may play for four more weeks, and you've got the opportunity to get better. If you're a freshman or sophomore, and you get the opportunity to get this extra practice, keep getting better. You don't know what's going to happen.
Coach, we had Jeremy Sheetinger on recently, and he is the college connection at the ABCA. And I met him during the conference in Indy, and you may know this, the conference is coming right here to Grapevine, Texas, the Gaylord Texan, this January 2019, right in our own backyard. So we should have every Texas high school coach in this area should attend. Don't you agree?
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be right here. It's going to save me some airplane money and some travel money, and it's going to be right here. And yeah, I would highly recommend all our high school coaches, and especially in the North Texas area, if they could go. I got the opportunity to meet Chief and took a picture with him this January up in Indianapolis. Great guy, and he does a great job of promoting college game, promoting the ABCA, and it's a great event, and it's going to be really neat out here in Grapevine.
Well, Coach, I want to segue to something that I know is near and dear to your heart. One of your boys, Mac, your youngest son, and as we were talking earlier, when your older boy and my son Luke were playing football, Mac was only probably, he was only about 9 or 10 at the time, maybe.
Yeah.
And I remember, man, he would come up to me. You remember this? We talked about it. He'd come up to me with this ugly look on his face, and he would come after me. I'm like, man, this guy's going to be a heck of a football player or something, or he's going to get in a lot of trouble. So how's Mac doing?
Well, he's in 7th grade. He just turned 14, He's a big kid. He's about 5'11". He's up to 208 pounds now. And he plays baseball and he plays middle linebacker.
See, that comes right from a coach. You knew his exact weight, 208 pounds. That's only a coach knows that, right?
Yeah, I'm proud of that, man. I'm proud of that. You know, he carries it well. But yeah, he plays baseball and football. He played basketball in middle school this year. I don't think he's gonna be a basketball player, but you know, he comes out and hits batting practice with us every day and hangs out with the guys. But yeah, he's about 5 years ago he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was in second grade, and he lost. A lot of people don't know really what diabetes is, and they're not real sure. You know, they think maybe from bad eating or you know, stuff like that. But there's type 1 and type 2. Type 2 you can cure with, or you can alleviate the problems with better diet and exercise and everything like that. Type 1 is, there's really no rhyme or reason why you get it. It can be genetic, it can be environmental. But yeah, when he was in second grade, he lost about 20 pounds in about 3 weeks. And then, you know, of course, we were thinking as parents, we were like, yeah, he's in a growth spurt. He's getting tall. And, but then we put him on scale. We noticed he lost all that weight. And so this is right over Thanksgiving. So we took him to the doctor. And then the doctor called back. This was on a Friday. We took him to the doctor. The doctor called back on Monday and said, hey, you need to pack your bags for about 4 days, and you need to meet us down at Children's Hospital. And of course, we didn't really know what was going on. But when we got down there, they started telling us he was a type 1 diabetic, and you know, everything that went along with that. And of course, we're thinking we're awful parents and it was our fault. They explained that, you know, it didn't have anything to do with us.
Yeah, you never think it's going to happen to you, right?
Right. Yeah, and you know, so we're kind of thinking, man, this is awful. This is terrible. But you know, as time goes on, you learn about it and you learn how to deal with it. So you know, he basically he's going to have to check his blood sugar and take insulin the rest of his life. But you know, as long as he watches his carbs and kind of watches, you know, what he eats, and he's smart about it and he doses the proper insulin, he leads a normal life. I mean, like I was saying, he plays football and baseball and excels, you know, at what he does. And we're just, at this point, we're just trying to do what we can to raise awareness for diabetes and hopefully find a cure.
Well, it's phenomenal what you do, and I've been following the story. You have an annual fundraiser that you tie in with your Wakeland baseball family. It is called Smacking It for Mac, and that brings the whole community together. It raises awareness, Coach Rose. Where can the audience, and we'll post it in the episode links as well, but where can they go if they want to learn more about this disease and maybe make a donation?
Yeah, so the event that we have at Wakeland, we started. This was the 5th year. We just concluded with it. It's called Smacking It for Mac, and it's where we raise money for diabetes research. But all the money that we raise, and we got just a smidge under $10,000 this year, which we're really really proud of. But all the money we raise goes to JDRF, which that stands for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. They do the bulk of the research for type 1 diabetes and also you know, advocating on the part of you know, research for diabetes in Congress and everything. But yeah, if anyone wants to donate, they can go to jdrf.org and there's a donation link on there, and you can just go on there and you can click, and if you know a diabetic, you can put their name in, or you can put macros in, or you can put Wakeland baseball in, and it will it's tax deductible, of course, and but yeah, money goes straight to JDRF and straight to to research for a cure.
Well, Coach, it's been so great to watch your story and success both on and off the field. I do want to ask you, we have a lot of youth players that their dads coach the kids, and you've coached your boys. What's it like being a coach dad at a high level?
It's fun. It's extremely fun, but it's very challenging. Barrett is now he's a sophomore, and he's playing on varsity with us at Wakeland, and it's there's trials and tribulations that go along with all the perks that go along with being a coach's kid, and all eyes are on him a lot of times, and for me it's tough. I just I tell my assistants that you guys have got to talk to him, do the coaching with him, and then let me know on decisions with him. But it's also very fun, and it's great. Like I said, Mac comes up, and he's able to come to batting practice with us every day and hang out. So having my two boys around the field, it's really a dream come true. A lot of time I spent early in my coaching career after we'd had our, the two boys. A lot of time spent early in my coaching career, I was always trying to think about getting somewhere that I could coach, that I wanted my sons to go to school there and play for us, and being able to get the job at Wakeland, and we moved out here about 4 years ago, and we live right down the street from the school, and it's really cool. It's really cool having them there, and having the baseball program is kind of your family, and like I said, coming together to raise money for smacking it for Mac, and seeing our baseball family and what they do every year for us is really cool. But yeah, being a coach dad, man, it's very interesting, to say the least.
Well, Coach, none of this would happen and be successful if it wasn't for your lovely wife, Jess. We were hoping to have her on, but I understand she has an Achilles injury she's tending to. But we wish her the best in her recovery, and know she has a big impact on what you do there as a coach and as a parent, and for your two boys.
Yeah, she's the real coach, man. She was a basketball coach, and is now associate principal at McKinney High, and she's the glue that holds all this crazy household together, and she's definitely the boss. So we're trying to get her healed up and back on her feet, so we get this ship headed back in the right direction, because it's definitely not good with me trying to do laundry and dishes, man. It's a zoo around here right now.
Well, hey, hang in there, Coach. And Coach Barry Rose, thank you so much for joining us on Behind the Dish, and good luck the rest of this season in your playoff run for a state title.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Hey everybody, my name is Kyle, and I'm the producer for Behind the Dish with John Piper. We want to get everybody involved here on the show, so make sure you tell your friends and your team about us, and subscribe. We put a lot of effort in here to bring you the topics and guests that we think are relevant to the sport of baseball and to your everyday life. We want to partner with you to spread the love of baseball and the life lessons that go with it to you and your friends. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.